Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Your Run OvenBreak, where we're actually going to be going ahead and talking about the new story that was introduced into this new update, being the Faerie Kingdom Battle, which it says up there, to arms. We must join forces to defeat the dreadful Megago. What the plebs of Megago? The Megado. Play in the new Faerie Kingdom Battle and claim generous rewards. Now, also, as you can see here, I have a total of nearly 600,000 contribution points, but that's actually all I need, because as you can see, if I scroll all the way here, you can count 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's 8 pieces of story that I can collect, and the rest of the stuff is just loot that you can get if you decide to fight more and more, which at the very end, you can get 1,000 of these silver insignias, which is good for the silver, is it the silver, yeah, silver guardian, elder fairy cookie missions, whatever works, but you can keep on getting those, and basically, you can just keep on fighting if you want to get more and more loot, which I'm definitely trying to grind up for, because currently, if you look at the Elder Fairy missions, I have 8.4 thousand. I don't know if that's exactly how you say it, but like I have 8,460 of the silver insignia things, so I'm close to being able to do 10 pulls for Elder Fairy Cookie, but that'll come at a later date, hopefully whenever I get some more missions done, which should be very close. But with that being said, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through, hopefully if this works out well, 4 parts of the story, and then I will do another video of this focusing on the next 4 parts, which luckily there's still a good amount of time to be doing all this, because there's still like 15 days and 11 hours to do all this. But with that being said, if you want to leave your questions and comments in the comment section below for me to read on these videos, then feel free to do so. It could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, then that's what matters the most. Did I accidentally just press something? Yes, I did. Okay, sorry, I just accidentally pressed another program, and hopefully it doesn't break anything out. Sorry, it's my plugging Streamlabs program that I haven't opened in like months. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to make everything situated, but now it's blocking my whole plumbing screen. Can the stupid Streamlabs thing get off my screen, please? Okay, I'm sorry. I know you didn't see anything on the screen there, but I'm just trying to make sure. Error code were screen. I don't plumbing care, just get out. Controller doesn't have resources. Okay. Let's just go ahead and just read a comment before I actually start on the story. Like, for example, there's one from Undercover Elixir saying, I'm so glad you're finally getting onto the Cream Republic lore. What? You just upgrade the toppings to level 12? I mean, you do you, but to not get bad topping effects, you gotta do it level 6, then break down the bad ones. Huh. I didn't realize that. Well, I gotta be honest with you, I didn't know that was a strategy that people did. I thought you're just like, oh, I'll just go for level 12 and see what I get. I honestly did not know that. Well, it's a good thing that I know now. And also, Anita Salcedo left a comment saying, my favorite, the granny cookie, or whatever her name is, I forgot, with the sheep. You mean Cotton? I'm assuming you mean Cotton. That's the only cookie I knew who has sheep. Anyway, let's get this, which is some cookie cutters, and we get story. We're just okay.
Tell me, what is the current status of the beast cookies? How much longer until they're ready?
I'm scared she's actually here now. This is worrisome.
Master, out of the total 666 steps, we have completed the 664th.
Really? 666 steps. How much more blatant could you be? And you already did 664 of them? I should kind of be impressed with how efficient you are.
However, we've encountered a complication of sorts. The 664th step requires the addition of life powder concentrate, although the dough seems to reject it.
A complication at the most crucial step. How annoying.
We are doing our utmost to achieve the correct ratio.
There is no need to rush the process, Pomegranate Cookie. We cannot compromise the results with hastiness. What I need is utter perfection, a masterpiece, so to speak. The souls of beast cookies must possess their dough fully. That is the only way I can restore the beast cookie's soul jam to its whole and pure form, and claim it all for myself.
Yeah, I had a feeling she wasn't actually gonna need their help. She was just gonna take all the power.
Yes, Master. Nothing will come between you and your grand plan.
Only the 2 final steps remain. The seeds of my labor are finally coming to fruition. Do not fail me, Pomegranate Cookie.
Attention, cookies. We are approaching the end of the manufacturing process. There can be no room for errors. Understood?
Yes, Pomegranate Cookie.
These are all the research. I didn't even know she hired a legion of researchers.
Perfection or nothing.
No. This will get them livid.
And is that the special one?
Oh, imagine if I beat them to it. They'll get so mad. Oh, so mad. Oh, what are they up to? Let's see.
What the heck was that all? Okay, so apparently the researcher cookies, they're all pairing up with Dark Enchantress and Pomegranate. But what is Matcha? Okay, what does Matcha have to do with it? Because I feel like she's also with the Cookie of Darkness, but she's also just like, oh, what if I do this first? I feel like she's gonna try and help, but she also might be a cog in the plan. I don't know, but before we actually get on to the next cutscene, which we can actually quickly frame some XP jellies too, we can read a few comments before we move on, which after the second one, I'll read a comment question of the day, and then story 3, story 4, all that whatnot. Anyway, there's a comment from an idiot, which I think they left a few, with one saying, if you had a superpower, what would that power be? Answer, read the rest of the comment? If I chose, it would be atom manipulation? What? So would you just blow people up? Well, personally, I think my preferred power would be time manipulation, because I think that'd be the most useful power, and it would make you the most powerful. Also, another comment you left says is, look, I'm trying to make Sea Faerie meta, and I've tried this with many cookies, but Sea Faerie has the most amount of potential because of her level 20 buff, plus 180% damage with stun immunity, and resistant targets. And with level 80 Caviar with level 20 Magic Candy, with 250% attack, I think my Sea Faerie will dominate the arena. I mean, it does seem like a good combination. It just seems like a power tank that you got going on. And the last comment I'll read for now comes from Shafir Raganaskov saying, hey, HyperHimes, do you think that the Cookies Council is kind of bad? They're very power hungry, and the Council is made up of very rich cookies. Do you think they even care about the war? I'm pretty sure they do care about the war, but just for their own benefit. I mean, yeah, they are money hungry, like, they are rich, but, like, they probably they have to use them. What's the point of having money that if you're not going to spend it? They're probably just going to use it on, like, materials that help them win. I don't know, I just think it makes the most sense. Anyway, with that being said, story number 2.
Now, chin up, everybody. It's not long until we create the most perfect cookie.
Is Butterroll an antagonist? Like, they don't look or sound like an antagonist, but if they're working at... Oh, actually, I just see there's a little, like, dark crystal thing right above their whisk. It seems like they're more of a motivate. It seems like if Red Velvet was actually a lot more kind and nice, but I guess this is another Cookie of Darkness that we just don't know much about. I'm actually pretty interested in them, to be honest.
How exciting! I have to admit, at first, I was a little surprised when you kidnapped me.
And that just threw my whole entire theory out the window. Okay, he was kidnapped. Okay, sure. Let's get on with it.
Consider it a more aggressive approach to recruiting. Are you dissatisfied with your current position?
Quite the opposite. This place is great. Stocked to the brim with ingredients and state-of-the-art machinery. What's not to love? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually glad I got kidnapped.
You never want to say that in a situation. You never want to say that in a situation. Never say that. Please, I beg of you, never say that.
This will be the greatest experiment of my career!
Director Butterroll Cookie, we have a situation!
What's wrong?
I was going through the recipe again and noticed that salt was added to the dough. Cookies are supposed to be sweet, not salty. I think it should have been sugar instead of the salt. The dough is already kneaded and proofed. What do?
Experiment failure. Experiment failure. Empty beaker for next experiment.
This is just going great.
Oh no! Another failed experiment! Did all past 97 experiments fail due to the excessive amount of salt?
Take a deep breath. You must be new here, right, buddy? I'll let you in on a little industry secret. Salt is an essential ingredient in baking desserts. It stabilizes the fermentation process of yeast.
Oh, I see now. Sorry for all the fuss. I was just worried about the experiment.
Oh, it's no problemo. I'm loving your passion for research. Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir!
Ah, Licorice Cookie. Could you dispose of batch number 97, please?
Yeah, look, just take out the trash for us.
Oh, why did I sign up for cleaning duty again?
Oh, that's gross.
Ugh, it's squishy and moist. Gross. Hey, you. Bring in the next batch, and be careful with it. Drop it like that life powder bottle from last time, and you're fired. Got it?
Yes, Licorice Cookie. Dough batch number 98 coming right through.
Oh, here. Let me give you a hand with that.
Thank you, sir.
Ha! Don't hesitate to call for help. That's what research is all about. Teamwork and collaboration! Think about it. Even an erudite cookie, like Dark Enchantress Cookie, can't do all this on her own. Wink.
Huh? Even a cookie as wise and powerful as her?
That's right. She mistakenly left out an ingredient in one of her earlier experiments. But isn't it just incredible? Against all odds, that cookie has no problem walking and talking.
Yeah, I don't care what you say. He has a huggable stature.
See, that specimen could be the key to perfecting this dough recipe. Oh, and you know who it is? None other than...
Butter roll cookie? Enough chit-chat. Focus on the research.
Jeez, all right.
My apologies, Butter Roll Cookie. It's my fault.
No need for sorries. What I'm trying to say is, you can leave the dough to the dough expert! I'll add more life powder to the dough and make sure it mixes properly.
Ew, you're kneading the dough with your bare hands. Ugh.
I'm pretty sure he has gloves on.
Please, don't get sick in here, Licorice Cookie.
You can reanimate lifeless desserts, Licorice Cookie. Don't tell me a little raw dough makes you queasy.
But raw dough is disgusting. It's all blubbery and squishy and ugh.
Okay, I stand corrected. He has one glove on.
And what I do is entirely different, okay? I'm reusing and working with what I got, not kneading and shaping raw cookie dough. Ugh, yuck.
Well, I suppose my research is a little niche. But don't you worry. Cookies always react the same way, so I'm used to it. And boy, oh boy, I'm proud of what I do, buddy. My research is fueled by my passion for cookies. It's what keeps me going. I won't stop until I find out what cookies are made of. The possibilities are limitless. Ingredients, ratios, different combinations. All right now, let's try out the batch with an increased amount of life powder. Who would do the honor of filling the beaker with batch number 98?
He's gonna vomit.
Licorice cookie? Don't you dare contaminate this laboratory. I'll have you whisked out of here faster than you can say dough.
Yes, he's still got that patented hatred for licorice. Gotta love that. Why do I love this story so much already? I mean, you just have, first of all, I don't even know much about what's gonna happen in the story next, because all we know is Matcha appears at some point, but I don't know when. But Butterroll is just a jolly old fellow who, even getting kidnapped, they just don't care. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you think you would kind of like panic in that situation, but I guess if you're given an opportunity like this, then I guess you wouldn't miss it up. Anyway, I should probably ask a common question of the day, and I don't want to, I was going to say something, but I'm not sure if that would get me in trouble, but I'm going to ask something that's kind of a little bit more of a safe version of what I was going to ask, but, you know, I might ask this in a future episode, so who cares, but for right now, let's say you just suddenly got lost, like you didn't know where you were going, or like you wandered too far from a trail, or something like that. What is the first thing that you're doing? Now, just be warned, I want to make sure that this situation kind of like relates to somewhat in real life stuff. Like, what would you do in like a sensible situation where you just got suddenly lost and you need to find out how to find your way back, or you got to find a way to call out for help? Because I'm pretty sure personally, main thing that you should definitely do is just stay calm. I think the worst thing that you can do is just panic and just start running all over the place and just going screaming for help. Well, I guess screaming for help kind of would maybe help because maybe someone can hear you, but what you should definitely do is just try and stay calm. get a bearing of your surroundings. And if it comes to a point where you can find a way out, then still just be calm about it. You don't want to like screaming like a madman because you're probably going to look like you just murdered someone. But also on the same note, just like I mentioned, just stay calm, just keep your composure, and because the thing is, if you start running around, not only will people think you're crazy, but there's a chance that you might get even more lost than before. So realistically, if you just try your best to retrace your steps, that's what I would personally do. And whatever materials I have on me, like, of course I usually always have my phone on me, so the best thing I'm gonna try and do is like call for help or something like that. Maybe like look up some sort of an app that like shows your location so I can actually know where the pleb I'm going. So at the very least I can find a nearby road, but I don't know, be sure to tell me down in the comments below, which I think before this go into the next cutscene, I should probably read a few more comments, which there's still a solid amount, which I should probably read. So let's read from them. There's some from Smart and Spiral, which I'll read. One saying, okay, so in theory about the new update in Cookie Run Kingdom for the trailer, there's Dark Magic Cell thing 5 beast cookies in there. Well, the story says that we're trying to bring back the beast cookies, I guess. Trying to get the soul jam and, like, dough and stuff like that. So it's kind of like that. Another comment you said is, oh my, welcome to Creme Republic. Yes, I hope it is a warm welcome. And lastly, you have a comment saying, oh my gosh, well, March will be coming. March already came. We're already 5 days in by the time I'm recording this. And not by the time that I'm uploading this, but you get what I mean. Third part of the story.
Just a looky.
Okay, she's just peering in, okay.
If only we could extract the life powder from the failed batches. What a waste of perfectly good ingredients.
It's a shame indeed, Pomegranate Cookie. We tried using dark moon magic, but it was no use. The failed dough was impossible to work with, cracking when divided and turning gloopy when melted.
I wonder why.
There's someone behind you. And I hope, I don't know if you should turn around or not.
Well, the researchers are devising several theories.
Does she notice? Or is just, well, obviously, like, I know Matcha's peeking in, but there was a little, like, sweat little icon above her head. Does she notice?
Matcha Cookie, I will not tolerate any eavesdropping.
Okay, well, apparently they know each other.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm not here. Ooh, all of you so serious. Your research. Oh, but I know what's wrong. So obvious. Life powder to the dough. It doesn't make any sense. Fake cookie-made dope. And they're shoving in life powder. Oh, but it has to flow. Cycle of life. Oh, but no. Oh, no. You snatched at you, clothes.
Okay, never have I thought I would ever be called a clod in another thing that was not Steven Universe related.
Dividing or melting couldn't extract the life powder. Have you tried baking it?
But I know. Yes, the answer. I know. Yes. Are you listening?
No, we haven't tried baking it yet, Pomegranate Cookie.
Perhaps it's because the dough is neither dead nor living. If we bake it like a regular cookie and then break it down to crumbs.
Hello, I'm talking over here. Yes, the answer. Oh, I do know the answer, but I won't tell. No.
I mean, you kind of just answered it for her. She's not going to listen if you're not going to tell the answer.
I cannot understand what you're saying, Matcha Cookie. Stop mumbling to yourself if you want us to pay attention. Please make yourself scarce by muttering in that corner over there, away from the important research.
Okay, am I the only one who thinks that this story just pulled out Pomegranate Cookie's sass up to like 500%? Because I think it isn't. This is just like really funny at this point. I just love this. That was way more than a humph.
Make sure everything is spick and span. I won't allow any grease spots to hinder Dark Enchantress Cookie's great plan. Okay.
They were a little hump cap. I don't even think that's the like a little like hair covered thing. Because the shrooms is just gonna infect everything. He's the most neat little biscuit ever.
Tiny cookie. You can't reach the beaker. Yes, the beaker.
Matcha Cookie, must you interfere with everything?
What did I do? Just helpful advice. Shroomy, grow a little. Yes.
At least Poison Mushroom Cookie is making themselves useful by cleaning. And might I add, they have a very special anti-spore cap on nice and tight. You, on the other hand, wade through the sewers. And I need to clean up the gross slime and moss you bring in.
It's called nature. It's kind of natural if you think about it.
Moss? Smells like shroomies. Can't you just sit still? I'll have to clean and air this place out again.
I'll clean. Day by day.
Matcha Cookie, play with me after.
Ooh, no way. I'm busy. So busy.
That sounds more like crying, if anything.
Busy? Unlike me?
Oh, hello there, Matcha Cookie. Are you here to inspect the dough-making process? Hey, buddy. Do you ever wonder what your missing ingredient is?
No.
Oh, come on. My dough is just itching to know. Your missing ingredient could be the key to discovering the ultimate cookie dough ratio.
Mind your own doughy business.
Oh, come on. Don't you feel it deep within your heart? Like some vital ingredient is missing?
Gosh, you. Why, you?
Director Butterroll Cookie, you must see this! We made a new discovery!
Huh? A new discovery?
Take a look at this. We poured the life powder concentrate into the dough and left it to proof!
That's a creature. That's a creature and I don't like it.
Raw dough is moving! It's alive! This is a discovery for the ages!
Oh my donuts!
I feel a new research paper is in the works.
What do you say, sir?
Oh, what do we have there? That's new. Oh, yes.
Dispose of it.
Yeah, just chuck it away. You know, I gotta be honest. I'm not even joking. I thought this was going to last for like a little bit long, which I could have, but I gotta be honest. We're already like 23 minutes. I thought I could have gotten like 4 cutscenes done within like the same time span, but only 3. I might have to split this into like 3 parts. Split this? What am I saying? Splice? Split? Whatever the case is, I might have to split this in like 3 parts because we only got done with 3 cutscenes. I don't know. Maybe the next one I'll do like 4, 5, and 6, and then another one I'll do 7 and 8. So I'm sorry if you were expecting a little bit more story, but sheesh, I did not expect that to go on for as long as it did. But I guess they are stories, so it's supposed to go on for longer. But I'll get to them, don't worry, they'll be gotten to soon. But before I end the video, I'm just going to read the rest of the comments, which I guarantee you this is going to take up a good amount of the video too. So that's also why they might be a little bit less lengthy, quote unquote. But there's one from Sonic Gamer saying, "Hey HyperHimes, I've come up with some rather interesting lore for Take Run Kingdom if they ever did a Final Fantasy collab. Let me just tell you before I read your comment, pre-warning, I barely have any knowledge of Final Fantasy, so I'm just gonna read it. I'm still gonna read it, but I hope any of you other Final Fantasy nerds understand this. Matoya, the witch from Final Fantasy 1, becomes amazed by the heroes of the Final Fantasy multiverse and wants to spread the legacy into the cookie world, so she bakes cookies designed after those heroes. However, an evil witch that resented Matoya decides to spite her by baking cookies designed after the village of those heroes that faced. I'm not sure if there's many villains in that series. Like, I feel like the ones are just going to be ones that are main antagonists, but I don't know. It could seem pretty fun, to be honest. But AGamer360 also left a comment saying, "Cookie Run OvenBreak cookies, I wish to see in Kingdom, Sugar Glass, Sugar Swan, and Cotton Candy. Cookie Run Kingdoms, I wish to see in Cookie Run OvenBreak, Parfait, and Pumpkin Pie." Honestly, those are some pretty good selections. I do agree with that. Anyway, a comment from Good Life Eyes Barney Redno? Odd, but you say Elder Faerie and Matcha Cookies gotta get added into February 28th, 2024. Guess what? They did. And I'm playing it right now. Area and Funhouse left a comment saying, "I can't believe Matcha Cookie's coming, as well as Elder Faerie Cookie, who no longer is dead." Yeah, that thing that we just cried about? And we just forget about that. That never happened. Also, last thing comes from Kika, with like a lot of A's in her name, saying at 8:22, common question update. He is back. He'll become playable. I'm so happy. Also, thank you for the correction. I'll be more punctual next time. Hindsight, you should have seen it coming. Devsisters didn't let White Lily die, so they'll probably do some writing and magic to write him back as well. Let's be honest. I think they do that with a bunch of cookies, even with cookies like, hey, they brought back Sherbet somehow, which I guess canonically he's not back, but like you can actually play as him now, so I don't know, whatever works. But with that being said, I'm going to end the video right here because there's more story to go through, but that'll be for later. And right now, this is now. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it and also share the video with your friends. And if you enjoy my Kick Around content, whatever, like, whatever stuff I say, be sure to subscribe and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. Also, down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, including a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Kick Around YouTube set for absolutely free. A link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see on my normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese!